Okay, so we're 40 seconds in, so these cameras are really getting hot. Here we go. Season 2 train's moving, y'all.
Woohoo!
All right, here we go. Welcome to the H on H, Bungalow 605, the New Croc Park. Welcome to Johnson City, Tennessee. Welcome to Buccaneer Country, y'all. Welcome to the Black Bear. Welcome to the Den. Welcome to the Snug.
Snug it out, baby.
What's up, Doug Reiser?
Doug Reiser.
Ashley Mae King.
Oh, hello. I'm so happy we're back.
The Queen of Kings.
The Queen of Kings. And I'm still Rosie, and we are still the JuJuBeez. On the Stick, a 1998 film starring Adam Sandler, The Waterboy.
The Waterboy follows the story of Bobby Boucher Jr. and his quest to provide hydration to the players of a successful college football team. After he is fired and finds work with a rival team, his life takes a turn when they discover he makes a fine player himself.
Okay, welcome to Season 2, Episode 1, the kickoff show of the JuJuBeez podcast. By the way, this podcast is sponsored by Salad Works in Johnson City, Tennessee. If you're in the Tri-Cities, Tennessee area or anywhere near this area, stop into Salad Works in Johnson City, 1120 West State of Franklin Road. Go in there and build a salad exactly how you want it. Really good stuff. And, you know, it's low calorie stuff, folks. So
We love that.
Salad Works in Johnson City. We have a special guest sitting here with us. For our Spotify and audio platform listeners, we got the man in the house. But before I introduce him, let me first say the JuJuBeez podcast is recorded in Johnson City, Tennessee, and Johnson City is home to East Tennessee State University and home to the East Tennessee State University Buccaneer football program.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks!
Go
Bucks, baby. Go Bucks.
And let me tell you, they are off to a start this year that can rightly be called red hot and rightly called perfect. They opened the season with a win against Vanderbilt down in Nashville, and to date have done nothing but run the table against their opponents. The Bucks are a perfect 6-0, best start in over 50 years. So,
Yes, go Bucks, baby.
it is our absolute pleasure to welcome our special guest sitting just to my right here, the quarterback of that team, the man at the helm of the ETSU football team, number 2, Tyler Riddell.
How's it going? Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Welcome,
I've never
man.
done a podcast.
Welcome, my man.
Yeah, man.
Welcome.
Awesome.
It's just different.
Now you're on our team.
Now you're on our team. Now you're a JuJuBeez. Congratulations on a fantastic season so far. I know you guys have a lot of work left to do. And by the way, we've got Elijah Huzzy, a teammate of Tyler and a fantastic athlete. He's off camera, but he's got some headphones on. So shout out to our boy Elijah over here. He's got a really sweet last name too. I mean, Huzzy? Are you kidding me? I've been wanting to call him Huggy all week, but we got my boy in the house. These are two of the coolest guys you could ever meet, by the way. So yeah, congratulations. And I know they've got a lot of work to do left, but whatever ends up happening, these guys have already made history. And so, you know, whatever the outcome, they're doing a lot for this program as far as taking it to the next level. And let me say, I have dubbed Tyler, this is my coin, the coolest quarterback in the country. And I'm thinking, I think, Doug, we need to come up with like a list of like top 50 coolest quarterbacks in the country. You know what I mean? And I don't just mean like passing yards and proficiency, but I want to know like how cool the dude is, right?
Personality.
Personality, for
That
sure.
hair, man.
And I got to
Robert
say,
Plant.
because there's nothing I respect more than someone who
Welcome to the podcast.
he's got enough.
Give me some locks, baby.
There's nothing I respect more than uniqueness. You know, I don't know. That's just my thing. I love when somebody's got the courage to be themselves. Yeah. And let me tell you, Tyler Riddell is one unique cat. And so he's at the top of my cool list. And he's also a gentleman. So I like that. And you know what else I like about Tyler? He's very competitive. Okay. He's an athlete. He's a football player. So of course he's competitive. And let me tell you, Ashley Mae King, she's a monster. She will rip your head off when it comes to competition. And so that is my segue into our segment, You Can't Handle the Truth.
Not handle the truth.
It
You
is
Can't
on.
Hosted by none other than Doug Reiser. And here's our title fight. Special guest Tyler Riddell faces off against the reigning champion, Ashley Mae King, in a friendly game of true or false. Doug will read each of you 3 true or false questions pertaining to our film, The Waterboy. Whoever has the most points in the end wins. By the way, quick note, you cannot win the championship, or you cannot unseat the champion without an outright win. A tie goes to the crown. So you've got to win outright. So you've got your work cut out for you, Tyler.
Well.
Crown queen.
So here we go. Doug, take it away.
All right, let's do it. Tyler, question number 1.
All right.
Ready? The name of, I'm going to read it from my phone. Usually I do the cards, but tonight I'm just going to read it from my phone. Ready? The name of Bobby Boucher's fictional college football team is the South Central Louisiana State Yard Dogs. True or false? False! Can you? Yes! It's the South Central Louisiana State Mud
Dogs.
Not the Yard Dogs.
Mud Dogs.
Good job, brother.
That's 1 for Tyler. That's a good start. He's out of the gates. He's on the board.
I'm nervous now.
Come on, Ashley. You got some competition right now.
I know.
According to the film, Bobby got his magical water from a glacier. True or false?
False. It was water blessed by an Eskimo, and it was always cold. What?
From a glacier. I mean, we may need to check our source, but
No.
it came from a glacier.
True.
She took too long to answer. Anyway.
That is
All right.
not okay,
All right,
Tyler.
we got to get this train going. Come on. The queen is going down.
This could be the night.
Question number 2. NFL legends Lynn Swann, Lawrence Taylor, right? Dan Marino, all make cameos in The Waterboy. True or false?
False.
Dang, this guy's
Handle the truth, baby.
This guy's
It's like I do
He's
in
on
school.
fire.
Dan Marino is what makes that false. Dan Marino was not
That's
in
right.
this
Lynn
film.
Swann and
which
Lawrence Taylor.
Tyler sniffed that one
That is
out. My
correct.
man's got 2 through 2.
Ashley,
Ashley, you
step
need
it
a
up.
point.
Step it up, girl.
I'm nervous.
We may see the unseating tonight. It's unfolding.
Okay.
All right.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
We're getting there. The position Bobby Boucher's plays on defense is free safety. True or false?
False.
Oh, yes. He plays linebacker.
Thank you.
Come on,
Thank you.
give me fist.
I wasn't
All right.
about to guess what the actual thing was called, but
Okay, so after 2 rounds, it is 2-1. Tyler gets
2-1.
this, you cannot win.
okay.
If he misses this and you get your last question, you retain the crown because that'd be a tie and the tie goes to the champ. Here we go.
Wow.
Take a deep breath.
I'm hoping you fail.
Question number 3. your last,
She's worse than a defensive lineman.
your last question. This is your last one. Even though the story takes place in Louisiana, The Waterboy was actually filmed in your home state of Florida. True or false?
False.
Oh, come on, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have it's in Ashley's hands now.
It's true.
It was shot in Florida. It was
Really?
shot.
They
It
went
was
to
shot in Florida.
Louisiana.
Never shoots anything in Florida.
Yeah, yes.
I would have guessed the
So how
same
can you
thing.
name it with Louisiana but put it in
They
Florida?
went
It's
down
true.
there.
That's like a trick question.
Yeah, I think even the high school that they, but it was in Florida. So all right, so here we go. This question, Ashley gets this.
Ashley.
She retains the crown, and she remains champion. If she doesn't, we've got a new champion.
Well.
Deep.
Here we go.
I'm nervous.
Nah, I
final
hope you
question.
fail.
H2O. Sorry. H2O is the chemical symbol for water because each molecule of water contains 2 atoms of hydrogen joined to a single atom of oxygen. True or false?
Yeah, that's true.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes, of course it's true.
she always does it. She always does it.
I really thought this would be the one to unseat me, though.
I think she's
Whatever
cheating.
school.
You had her.
No. These are just my notes.
So wait.
So it's an open book
It's
test.
tough. It's tough.
Still champion, Ashley Mae King.
Ashley.
She's unbeatable. She has taken down Bella. She's taken down, she takes down everybody. She's vicious.
You may be the
She's
quarterback
vicious.
at
You are the
ETSU.
Juju
I am the quarterback
Queen
of
of
trivia.
Kings. The king of queens or the queen of kings?
Well, looking at the paper, you don't have more points than me.
That's right. It was a tie. It
You're right.
was
too prideful,
2
right?
and 2, but the tie goes to
And you got your notes.
tie goes to the crown.
Make it a tie, man.
Yes. Yes, these.
Good one, guys.
Yeah,
good
that
one.
was
Good
fun.
one. Okay, so
Good stuff.
let's transition into a little discussion. We are here to talk about the Waterboy. It's the fourth quarter, so we're going to go into hurry up offense mode. But let's get our discussion officially started. Ashley Mae King, what'd you like? What'd you love? What not so much? The Waterboy.
Yes. So, The Waterboy is a film that I watched. I had never seen this movie before. I think out of the Sandler suite of films, Billy Madison is the only one I really ever watched as a kid. I do think that as far as being a classic underdog comedy, it hits all the beats one would expect it to. And it's very character driven. It really takes the time to establish the supporting cast and their many eccentricities in the first act. And I was surprised to see Henry Winkler pop up as the coach. I enjoy him a lot, and his performance is so fun.
Had to have resurrected his career back then, because I don't know what he was doing before that.
This was definitely pre-Arrested Development. It
is pre-Arrested.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're using some big words.
Yep.
He helped me.
She's the champ. I mean, that's
Yeah, Winkler's a good guy.
He's great.
Yeah,
Love
he is.
Winkler. All right.
Fun guy.
But in the film, entering into the second and third acts, it feels a bit more formulaic, but there is comfort in that formula. I mean, it is that formula for a reason. And that doesn't really lessen the impact of the success that the Mud Dogs experience in the end. What does lessen that impact is perhaps the premise of the movie itself. I feel that because the protagonist ultimately wins and has a good ending, we're apt to look past the majority of the film's humor, and I do put that in air quotes, is derived from mocking his speech impediment and lack of perceived intelligence, in much less kind language than I'm willing to repeat. And indeed, when I've heard this film quoted in reference, it's never about the success of our titular Waterboy, but it's reiterations of the jokes at his expense that dominate most of the film. So I would argue that despite the happy ending, this film does more harm than good to individuals who may see some aspects of themselves reflected in Bobby, in that character. I can't say that I enjoyed this film, to be honest. For a comedy, I'm not sure where the laughs are meant to be found. I am glad.
She's a girl.
Okay, okay.
She's a girl.
I will say, I am glad to have watched it, though, simply for the reminder that if I ever get the impulse to revisit Billy Madison in a nostalgic moment, then I'm going to skip it and save myself an hour and a half.
I'm with you. You know, I feel you. You're right.
It's not a chick flick.
You weren't. That's not.
That has nothing to do with it, Douglas.
We have
I'm not
gone
counting.
backwards tonight.
We truly have.
I'm just.
Were there any see anything from this? Any laughables? Anything that was endearing?
I really struggled.
Did you think his voice was funny?
The tackle
No, I
scenes?
found it
No,
offensive. I mean, they made fun of the stutter he's putting on this thing. They never really describe what his perceived impairment is. It's described in a lot of the promotional material as being mentally challenged, which I found to be really offensive given the fact that they make fun of him the entire time for that. It's a farce. It's absolutely no. I was shocked it was made.
And in fairness to our special guest who is new to our family here, Ashley is really our problematic police. She enlightens us when we wouldn't otherwise know to be enlightened on a movie that we would think of as innocuous as any of the Waterboy. But I feel what she's saying. I mean, it's made in '98. You can expect it to be somewhere down that road, and I think it is.
There's comfort in how far we've come, perhaps, as far as representation from 1998, but still, wow,
She
Do you
doesn't
remember
like this
Canteen
movie.
Boy and Cajun Man? His two characters that he did in Saturday Night Live.
So Dougie's got some.
where it
Thank
came
you,
from.
Ashley. Doug, you
Okay.
got some fun facts for us.
That's where it came. I'm glad you mentioned that
Yeah.
because the inspiration for the movie came from different characters that he did in songs that he did in Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
One was Cajun Man and Canteen Boy. So
what
that's where that
fun
comes from.
ideas, Adam Sandler.
So he combined the two, and also LeVar Arrington was a Penn State alumni. I'm a Big Ten guy, Penn State guy. I didn't go to Penn State, but I grew up north. He got all his techniques and prowess abilities in the film from LeVar Arrington. He ended up playing for the Cowboys, right?
LeVar?
Yeah.
He played for the Redskins. He played for
Or he was a NFC East guy. So that's another fun fact. Also, the original plot of Waterboy was a football team. I didn't know this until I researched it a little bit, originating from a New England set in the 1950s, filmed in black and white.
Wait, what?
It came from a 1950s film that was in black and white, the Waterboy idea.
What was the film?
You know your stuff.
I'm wondering if he does. What?
I had to do a little research. So Sandler, they went down to New Orleans during Mardi Gras to do a lot of research about
Really?
a 1950s black and white film. Yeah, but the idea did come from LeVar Arrington, and that's where he gets his prowess from, and then also 2 characters he did in Saturday Night Live.
You got any other fun facts? We're in hurry up mode. 2-minute offense.
Let's do it.
You good?
2-minute offense.
Thank you, Doug Reiser. Tyler, what'd you like? What'd you love? What not so much? Waterboy.
I thought his voice was funny. I never thought about the fact that it was offensive. I like that they talked a lot of crap about him. And that's what made the movie fun. It's not something I'm dying to see again. I probably won't ever watch it again, honestly. I'm now into TV shows.
Talk about we were talking about, we were thinking about doing this TV show. We're not sure we had enough time. Mention that a little bit. I know that's something a lot of people do like, and go ahead.
TV show from All American, named All American, shot in LA. It's just fake. It's the fakest thing you'll ever watch, but I'm addicted to it. There's never an ending, so it's making you want to know what's going to happen next.
Let me ask you about Waterboy. How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how realistic did you think the football was? I mean, obviously the Bobby Boucher stuff was a bit over the top, but 5?
About 5, yeah. About a 5.
Why don't we? Thank you, Tom. Let's take a score. Dougie.
Oh man, you put me on the spot real quick. I'm gonna give it a. You know what? I love Adam Sandler. I'm gonna give it a 6.
Tyler.
Gotta give it a 6.
7.
Ashley.
3.
3. To me, this movie, I'll be honest, if it's on, it's like there's always a scene that I'll sit and watch for a second. But I agree with Ashley. There's some problematic themes, and as I've been saying, I said throughout season 1, that's who we are on this podcast. We care about those type of things, and if something's problematic, we're going to call it out. And for me, it will take a hit in the score. So what I think would probably be a 9. I'll give it a 6 because of the problematic things, and they're clearly not worked out. It's made in '98, but that's what we do here. We've decided to. I've made a decision to knock some of these movies in points if there's problematic themes, and there are in this. Yes. Okay, 6 and 6 and 12 is 7. 19 and 3 is a 22. So, 22.
That movie probably would bring up some problems if it was dropped today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, we did Purple Rain here, and I'm a huge Prince fan.
Yeah.
It was a funeral. It was a funeral.
It was rough.
Okay, cumulative score of 22. So, based on our cumulative score of 22, the JuJuBeez recommendation for the film Waterboy is feel free to see it, but don't be in any rush. Ashley Mae King.
All right. The Waterboy has a run time of 1 hour and 30 minutes. It is rated PG-13 for language and crude sexual humor. You can watch this film on YouTube, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, Google Play, or Vudu.
Not even Netflix?
Not even Netflix.
Netflix is slacking.
Okay, a few final thoughts and a few shout-outs here.
Funny.
We had a meet and greet here in Bungalow 605 just before this show, and we had some
Deflategate.
Great folks from our city who came out to show some love to the JuJuBeez and to show some love to Tyler Riddell and Elijah Huzzy and the ETSU football team. So shout out to Johnson City Commissioner and former Mayor Jenny Brock. She always shows up. Shout out to Vice Mayor Todd Fowler. City Manager Pete Peterson, who could not make it but had every intention to. A special thanks to SaladWorks for their sponsorship on this podcast. Thank you, SaladWorks. And again, thank you for Tyler for being here. This is our kickoff show. Thanks to Jen. We got Casey Williams sitting in here with us. But the biggest thanks of all is to our very special boy here. The coolest quarterback in the country, Tyler Riddell, y'all.
Yes, sir.
I have some more to say.
Thank you, brother.
Go for it. Keep going, man.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and my mom beat breast cancer twice, actually. So
We'll drop something.
let me know.
Definitely appreciate
Yeah.
that. Yeah, we'll put something, maybe a link, or we'll have Anthony add something to that. Appreciate that. And this is Breast Cancer Awareness, isn't it?
Yep.
This month.
October.
Appreciate that, Tyler. This guy's a gentleman. And again, Elijah Huzzy sitting over here. We got some athletes in here, y'all. Doug Reiser, Ashley Mae King. I'm Rosie, and as always, JuJuBeez.
Yay.
Feliz cumpleaños, amiga.
Yes.
Boom.
It's so good to be back, you guys.
So good to be back.
So good
to be back. We'll
be
see
with
everybody in a
everybody.
few weeks. We got a holiday special coming up. A Halloween special. So we're gonna do spooky stuff. And we got holiday movies coming up. We got a lot of good stuff. So
Michael Myers.
Can't wait for the Christmas joy.
yeah, you'll come back.
Yeah, for Christmas.
Cool.
Awesome.
Elijah, you do this with us again. Appreciate it, my man.
Gotta
Thanks,
get
guys.
him in here.
Good one.
Get him in the seat. Hot seat. The hot
That's
seat.
a wrap.
All right.
Whoa.
This was awesome.
I told you it was going to be a mood killer.
No, it's not. Never. Are you kidding?
Man, you did not like that movie.
I did not.